Hi, hello, and welcome to your monthly check in for all Earth signs. We are moving into the month of May 2025. We made it through the crazy month of April. We will be going in order today. So, Terry's, wow, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. You do not have to have just a sun sign in any of these placements. You could have your Venus, your rising sign, even your Saturn in any of those particular Earth signs. Or you could just stick around and listen and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. May is a very, very fascinating month astrologically. I did make a video about the astrology kind of going day by day. So do make sure that you go check that out. The end of the month is insane. Insane. Lots of stuff happening with Saturn moving into Aries and everything in Gemini talking about it. So I'm personally pretty excited. Let's see, starting with Taurus. Lots of activations with Uranus and Taurus over the next several weeks as well. Let's see what energy Taurus can expect for the month of May in 2025. See what we have for my Taurus babies. It's traveled. And these are such Taurian colors. Knowledge. Hold on. I do want to clarify on the knowledge card. What are we getting smart about? What are we learning? The world. Okay. Taurus, if I'm being honest, which I always am with these readings, this is giving travel energy in a pretty big way. Places you've never been before. If you are not inclined to travel, I know especially for stuff going on in the United States right now, travel is a little iffy for a lot of folks. But how do I want to put this? This could be suggestive of inner travel, right? Going into our inner worlds, into our own consciousness, getting a deeper awareness of what's going on in there. Like, what is my subconscious doing? This could be dream analysis. This could be meditation, therapy, doing somatic work. But there's a lot of just like big, it almost feels like ninth house energy coming up for Taurus, like exploration into deeper levels of consciousness. For those of you, though, that are feeling inclined to travel, you're going to have a ball. Like the Three of Cups is about enjoyment, especially with other people, specifically with other people, I should say. And it feels like there's just this hunger to kind of know more about the world at large and just seeing, I am hearing something about like, seeing your options, seeing, especially if you live somewhere like the United States, understanding that we are in a very, very dense bubble. The amount of information that we have is very strictly monitored and, censored. There's a lot about the world that we've been conditioned into believing that simply isn't true. So I feel this kind of call to adventure one way or the other for Taurus this month. So maybe it's taking a vacation. Maybe it's a staycation. Maybe you want to spend like a month or two in a couple of different countries or states or places. Maybe at least I'm hearing bucket list. Like if you already have something on your bucket list, definitely start ticking off those places, but maybe even make a bucket list. If you could travel, if you could go anywhere else, where would you go? And then, maybe ask the universe for a little bit of help in getting there. I love this. I am getting Italy. Italy just showed up really, really strongly for one of you. Florence in particular is showing up very, very strongly as far as travel. And for one of you, it's also I'm very aware that Africa is a giant continent, but it feels like Central Africa specifically. There's something about maybe, and they're going like this. So it could be some kind of, I start here, I go here, I go here, and then I go here. But check that out if that calls to you. Okay. Love that for Taurus. Love that. So we'll move right on into Virgo. They're yelling about Virgo. So if you have a Virgo rising, listen up in particular. We love it when Pentacles shows up for the Earth signs. Yes, we do. I have really been pulling outstanding cards for Virgo in my tarot for my weekly tarot for zodiac grounding. All right, Virgo, let's go. Like I feel like Virgo had a little bit of a moment of panic there a couple of months ago, and now you're just like if you're not thriving, it looks like you will be in the month of May. Yes, Virgo, this is outstanding. You're so poised. You've been preparing. I feel like whatever comes energetically in the month of May, you're so ready for it. You've set everything up. Business wise, this feels really good. This feels really good, especially if you're in the United States. I know I believe most of my audience is in the United States. I know there's a lot of talk and fear around recession and depression, the trade war and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of people speculating that there's not going to be stuff on the shelves that we're going to, and I think it's not speculation. I think we actually are going to be struggling to get certain products into the States. You're good. I don't know if you're a prepper or if you're just somebody who's really, really keen on paying attention, like pattern recognition is kind of coming through here. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And I feel as though whatever wealth you've accumulated thus far, you're actually going to keep accumulating it, even if we do go deeper into a recession, even if inflation goes through the roof, you're going to be fine. There's no fear here. There's attention. There's discernment. There's learning how to tap into your body for yeses and nos, but there's an awful lot of confidence. I think you're finally seeing, Virgo, just the fruits of your labor, like understanding how reality co-creation pays off, knowing that you know how to jump timelines. This feels like magician energy. Like somebody who's been initiated, somebody who has been through the mystery, somebody who really has hacked the code. I'm so proud of you. So if you're somebody with a bunch of Virgo placements and you're not feeling that, trust that, I think you just need to learn how to trust yourself a little bit more. And keep an abundance journal. An abundance journal is, basically a gratitude journal. It's just taking note of what you do have in your life versus what you don't. And then kind of like, really getting stuff in a fresh perspective, right? Capricorn, last but not least, Lovers. This is all very different energy from what I pulled for the fire signs, by the way. For all the earth signs, very different. Ooh, Capricorn. My heart chakra is opening up. And look at all this blue, this throat chakra energy on top of that. Easy does it. Inspiration and the Lovers. Okay, one thing I want to say about this Lovers card and the Easy Does It card, especially in the beginning of the month, there's some stuff going on with Venus and Neptune that could lead to a lot of twin flame activations. Twin flame energy, and I I don't love twin flame energy. I also truly believe that most twin flame activations are actually just narcissist empath activations in the guise of spiritual language. Anyway, conversation for another time. That's not to say that there aren't true twin flame activations. I've been in them. I've seen them. I've had clients that are deep in that pattern. It's still not the healthiest. So I think what I'm picking up for Capricorn is, especially if it's within the context of a relationship that you're in, it could be romantic, feels romantic, but this could also be business relationships, family, friends, whatever. Say that you guys get really like on one, like something you are talking about, discussing, planning is giving you all this life. There's a lot of, it feels like impulsive energy behind it. I think they're just telling you to pause, just pause, like just take a breath, take a walk before you make any giant decisions, especially financial decisions. There's somebody, Capricorn, I feel like it's a Cancerian or somebody with Cancer energy that's trying to not goad you into a business proposal, but is really, really kind of, they're being a little bit coercive, if I'm being honest, and manipulative. I don't think they know that they're doing that, but they're trying to get you to either funnel money towards something or believe in something, and they feel really strongly about it. If you are hesitating for any reason, do not let them get you out of that discernment, please. You're going to lose a crap ton of money if you do. So just listen to your guides, listen to your body, listen to your higher mind, and just take it easy. If that, I don't want to tell you not to enjoy whatever energy shows up around whatever you might be getting inspired by, but like have a plan, have a pause, have a drink, have a coffee. Okay. All right, y'all. That's it for this month. I will see you all again in the month of June. Have a wonderful May. If you want more of this kind of content where we get more one-on-one, more personalized readings, check out the Patreon. Check out that video on May's astrology, and I will see you next time.